What is up, everybody? How is everybody doing today? And welcome back to another Clash mini video on the channel. In today's video, we have Royal Champion, and we have finally made a deck with the Royal Champion. I know it just got a recent rework slash buff, so we wanted to make a deck for the Royal Champion and really get this out to you, because I know a lot of you guys are Royal Champion players. So this is the deck right here on the screen. We have Royal Champion is going to be our main carry in this entire deck setup. We are also going to have an Electro Wizard, which is going to also provide us with a lot of support in the back lane. And then we also have other minis that are going to continually pick up value over and over again. So what's the main focus on this deck, and how are we going to play it to make sure that we get as many victories as possible? Well, the first thing that we're going to be doing is making sure our Royal Champion is in the correct position. The second thing that we are going to be doing is making sure our Electro Wizard is upgraded here. We also have a elixir collector, so we do want to make sure that the elixir collector is used as well. Now, why is this important that we do have an elixir collector, and why are we going to almost sacrifice our minis to make sure that our elixir collector is in play? And the reason why is, well, because I want to make sure that I get as much pumping as possible. If I get 2 pumps here, it'll be more than enough to potentially win me this game. So right now we just need to get off 1 stun here from my Electro Wizard. There it is. We will take a loss here, but we still will pick up a victory because of the elixir pump. We won round number 1, so we were able to do that. Round number 3, what we are going to do is the Mega Knight is going to come into play here. As you can see, we have a Mega Knight and the Electro Wizard are going to be our main carries in this deck setup. And then we also have a guard to give a little bit of extra than the miner. And then the last mini is really not important in this deck setup. So as you can see, we're just playing around here, and what I want to do is I want to do something a little bit more interesting. Is I want to put our minis like this, and the reason why is because the guard is going to get knocked back from the Mucho Puncho, but the Electro Wizard is right behind it, so it won't get knocked back really that far. Alright, as long as the guard is able to shield up, which is what happens. We got the Mega Knight getting off the value like you better believe. The stuns from the E-Wizard and the stuns from the Mega Knight are going to win us this in round number 3. Really good Mega Knight placement from me right there. I can't expect that the Mega Knight is going to always pick up that much value. So what we are going to do is make sure that we are able to get off the stuns. So I'm going to switch up my minis just a little bit here, and I'm going to put it like so. This is kind of awkward because the wizard is going to pick up too much value, so I'm actually going to swap it out and move my minis like this, and my guard is going to get a little bit of quick action here, and I'm actually going to sacrifice my knight potentially as well on this side. So pretty much right now I'm just going for pressure and damage, trying to win right here, right now. He is going with a huge archer play, and we just need to get off the stuns. That's kind of what we are trying to do in order to win this matchup. And if we can get off 1 more stun, that will be huge baby value, as my Mega Knight is going versus a Magic Archer who is going to win this battle. It's going to be the Mega Knight, and that is going to be a victory for me. Barbarian King is very hard to navigate around, especially if they have like a Mucho Puncho in the front lines like that. But this deck is very strong, it's very fast, and it's very efficient. So let's actually get the deck right underneath us so you guys can see the deck, and I'm going to tell you the prioritization on which minis to upgrade and when. So let's get that. First thing is on the board. Let's get this over here, and then let's run it back. So Royal Champion is going to be big, and our main carries are Electro Wizard and the Mega Knight. This is a really good map for us because the Mega Knight can go right on the Electro tile. So when I try to make decks, I need to make sure that I could use almost all of the special tiles. Here, the only thing, you know, we have the Shell tile, which we can throw the Mega Knight on the other side, or we can throw a guard on the other side as well, would be really good value. We can pretty much do anything as we are going to be able to utilize all of the tiles. So the Electro tile, we have, if it's in the front lines, we have the Mega Knight. If it's in the back lines, we have the Electro Wizard or the Royal Champion, depending on what they are playing. And then let's see what we got here. So there's an Elixir Pump, there's a Saint Mirror, and there is a War Toot. I'm going to try to get a War Toot because War Toot is definitely going to shut down what he's going to try to do to me. I'm also not going to re-roll here for the gizmo, and the reason why I didn't do that was because I wanted to make sure that if he didn't play Elixir Collector, which is what he chose not to do, I wanted to make sure I had an answer for what he is going to do. So now I see what he did. I see that he put Saint Mirror. Now there's really two things that I could do. I could actually go Elixir Collector here, and that might actually be the correct decision. But I also can go War Toot. Elixir Collector only going to give me 2 rounds worth of value, maybe only 1 if I lose. So War Toot is probably going to be the answer that I'm going to go with, and that's kind of going to be the only solution that's going to make a lot of sense. So now what we can do is we're going to re-roll here for the Electro Wizard. There it is. Electro Wizard is going to come out here. I'm going to go with the extra stuns, and then I'm going to put this War Toot right here. The War Toot is going to be able to get my Mega Knight in its radius, so I don't really have to worry too much about that. We are going to have to clear out the Saint Mirror pretty fast and pretty efficiently, which is what we just did. The stuns are out, and that's going to give us hopefully an elimination on to the Swordsman, which it doesn't, which is actually a little bit awkward there, but that's all right as long as we are able to do as much damage as possible to him. We are just having to clear out this Healing Ranger, and there it is. The 6 damage with the Royal Champion really makes quick work of the opposition. So right now in round number 4, I wanted to make sure I gave you one without Elixir Collector so that you really saw the power of this deck setup, and here it is. So now we're upgrading our Electro Wizard one more time, and now I actually want to sacrifice oof, I really want a Mega Knight. Got it. This is the optimal setup for round 4, and you're probably looking at this and you're probably like saying, wow, Enchatin, this is a crazy look for round number 4. But if you're able to get a tanky gizmo, kind of like a War Toot that can be in the front lines, this is very, very optimal for what you're going to want to do. And the reason why is you just got a lot of pressure off onto the field each and every single way. The Mega Knight has infinite HP, which is huge, and oh no, but that's okay. Mega Knight's gonna come all the way back, boom, shakalaka, as that's going to be huge, as we do have this. Are we going to be able to clear him out? That is the question. Mega Knight has a lot of HP. Mega Knight OP, and that's going to be a victory there in round number 4. Easy, clean victories here with the Royal Champion. This is the deck that you're going to want to play. Just remember, your minis that are going to be clutch here are the E-Wizard, are the Mega Knight, and are the Guard, so that they can get the value with your Royal Champion. If your Royal Champion is not eliminating minis with his shield, you kind of want to prioritize maybe, you know, a Miner to get to the back line to do some damage, but you always want to get the juicy Mega Knight, at least a larger radius onto the Mega Knight with the stun, and you want to get your Electro Wizard at least 2 stars, because that's going to be a huge carry for you. If you win round number 1, you can play a little greedier, but just remember, if you're playing with Elixir Pump, okay, if you're playing with an Elixir Pump, you could go greedy if you win round number 1 and get an Elixir Pump in round number 2. Use all your rerolls, make sure you get that. In round number 1, you kind of almost are going to lose unless you get like a Mega Knight and like a Guard, and you can really force the advantage, but you kind of want to save your rerolls unless you kind of have like a Mega Knight and a guard that you could shoot for and you know you can win round number 1 versus like a Skeleton King or something like that. You want to save the rerolls so that round number 2 you can get the elixir pump because this deck is heavy. And if you can get Mega Knights and Elixir Wizards onto the field, you are going to pick up victories. But thank you guys so much for watching this YouTube video. I love each and every single one of you. A juicy video is going to come out to you tomorrow. I love each and every single one of you guys. I had a wedding today, which is why there was only one hero out. It's very difficult to make decks that work and show you guys decks that work. That's kind of what I want to do on this channel. But thank you guys for watching this video. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow in my next video.